I grew up in Rockford, Illinois, which was, we were lower middle class. And when we went on vacations and things like that, you know, we would jump in a car and go up to Wisconsin, and it would be like a weekend thing. My father used to play professional football, and one of the stories that he told me that really stuck with me was when he heard about an open tryout for the New York Jets. He decided to jump on a train, go down, do the tryout sort of like over the weekend, going down there for about 3 or 4 days. He put himself up in like a little, you know, hotel of no name, tried out for this football team, and he made the team. So that was one of the stories that just really I hung on to as a kid. Ever since I got interested in photography, I started to see all of these amazing places and these different locations that just really, really intrigued me. Photography and fashion photography and advertising, these were things that would eventually lead to travel. So getting started in photography involved putting myself in situations that were new for me. And that also included going to places that I had never been to and trying to make new connections, build a network in Europe, and you know, a place that I've never been to before. After about a year of just really, you know, building up a portfolio and saving up a little bit of money, didn't have a lot, put myself on a plane and off I went. So everything terrible. I mean, I had a terrible flight on the way over. It was an overnight flight that ran behind. By the time I got to Madrid, it was 12:30 in the morning, and I got inside the cab. You know, with my broken Spanish, I sort of, you know, gave this address to the cab driver. Gave him the address written down. He was just like, "Yeah, okay, I got it." So off we go. So after 10, 15 minutes of some back and forth banter, he looked at me and he goes, "Soy Americano or Booga Booga?" And I was like, "What?" You know, I was just like, I cannot believe this. What? So he could see that I was visibly sort of shaken after sort of like this nice conversation that we were having. And he pulled the car over and he stopped the meter. And we started to have this conversation where he was just like, "Whoa, you know, he was trying to find out if I was from the United States or if I was from the continent of Africa, because most of the black people that he would pick up were mostly from the continent of Africa." So I was like, I didn't know that, but I told him, I was just like, "Oh, okay." I was just like, "Well, look, man, I realize you didn't mean any offense, but you know, I think if there are any other passengers who happen to be African American who get in your cab, that's not how you want. You want to just ask them if they're from the States. That's probably better." But in talking to him, you know, between that time when we pulled over and we got to where I was going, he told me that he had never been to the United States, and I was the only American that he had met. And it really made me think about a lot of my friends who still live in Rockford, Illinois, and have never gone to Europe, or some of my other friends that I've gone to high school with have just never done any traveling. And you just miss out on so much, and it changes you in such a positive way. The benefits of traveling are you get to meet not only new people and see new things and get outside your comfort zone, you get to learn more about people. If there were two things I could say that I really benefited from traveling, are the friends that I've been able to make and still maintain over the years, and I would also say it changed me more as a person. I appreciate a lot of the things that we have here in the States after having gone away and experienced what life is like in other places.
Turns out that we are supposed to live well and life is supposed to be good for us.